Angelina Jolie called Brad Pitt's non-disclosure agreement request extremely painful and requested $33,000 in attorney fees. In the glamorous world of Hollywood, where stage lights and radiant smiles often conceal complex shadows, the story of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt emerges as a modern-day tragedy. Once hailed as Brangelina, an emblem of love, power, and compassion, the couple captivated the world with a relationship that spanned over a decade. However, since announcing their divorce in 2016, their story has shifted from a romantic saga to a high-stakes legal battle, drawing the attention of the public and global media alike. The latest developments, revealed in court documents filed on October 6, 2025, show that this conflict is not merely a dispute over assets but a deeper narrative about privacy, family responsibility, and the struggle to control one's personal story. Is this merely a case about money, or a fight to protect reputation and truth? Let us explore the layers of this conflict, where facts and emotions intertwine, keeping audiences riveted. Today, as Angelina Jolie called Brad Pitt's request to sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, extremely painful, and sought $33,000 in attorney's fees, the public witnesses once again how a seemingly small action can reflect an entire battle between personal freedom and control. Many fans have remarked, Angelina is not just fighting for herself. She is voicing the struggles of countless women who were forced to remain silent. Behind every line of legal paperwork, behind every cold number about money, lies the story of a mother, someone who has been hurt but chose silence to protect her children, until that silence was tested with a condition: sign to stay safe, or remain silent forever. To understand the essence of the current legal battle, one must look back at the journey of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. They met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2005, when both were top Hollywood stars. Their relationship quickly became the center of public attention, especially after Pitt's divorce from Jennifer Aniston. The couple was celebrated not only for their acting talent, but also for their humanitarian efforts, from supporting refugees to global community projects. They married in 2014 at the Chateau Miraval winery in France, a symbol of love and family unity, and together raised 6 children: Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, Vivian, and Knox. Everything changed in 2016 when Jolie filed for divorce, alleging that Pitt engaged in domestic violence during an incident on a family flight. This event not only marked the end of their marriage but also sparked a near-decade-long legal battle involving disputes over custody, shared assets, and personal reputation. Although a divorce settlement was reached in December 2024, tensions between the two remain unresolved. Recent court documents reveal that Jolie is seeking more than $33,000 in attorney's fees from Pitt and accuses him of attempting to control her through non-disclosure agreement, NDA demands. These details not only illuminate the intensity of the conflict between the two stars, but also raise questions about power, truth, and emotional stakes in a legal struggle that continues to capture global attention. The focus of the current dispute centers on Brad Pitt's request for a non-disclosure agreement NDA concerning Angelina Jolie's sale of her stake in the Chateau Miraval winery, a shared asset that was once a symbol of family happiness. According to court filings dated October 6th, Jolie argues that this request is not only unnecessary, but also an attempt to silence her regarding painful events, particularly allegations that Pitt assaulted her and their children during the 2016 family flight. She wrote, "There is no legitimate need for an NDA, as I have neither filed a lawsuit nor spoken publicly about the events that led to our divorce. As a mother to our children and an advocate for victims of violence worldwide, I find his request extremely painful. This NDA demand stems from a 2021 agreement when Pitt sought to buy Jolie's share in Miraval. The deal fell through after Jolie refused to sign the NDA, leading her to sell her stake to a third party. Pitt subsequently sued Jolie in February 2022, claiming the sale was illegal. In response, Jolie filed a countersuit asserting that no agreement required her to sell her share according to Pitt's wishes. She also submitted sealed evidence detailing Pitt's alleged domestic violence as part of the custody battle. These revelations raise significant questions. Is Pitt's NDA request a reasonable attempt to protect his reputation and business assets, or a means to conceal past misconduct? Jolie's attorney, Paul Murphy, spoke forcefully on the matter. Pitt's actions have no legal basis and are the latest example of his attempts to control Angelina, seeking to intrude on her attorney-client privilege. Supporters of Jolie argue that she is fighting to protect her freedom of expression while safeguarding her children from further harm. On the other hand, some who defend Pitt claim he has the right to protect his reputation, especially since Jolie's allegations have not been publicly proven in court. This dispute is not merely legal. It touches on profound questions of privacy, personal responsibility, and how celebrities manage their public image. The legal battle between Jolie and Pitt raises a critical question. In a world where every move of a celebrity is scrutinized, how can one balance privacy with public accountability? Pitt's NDA request, from Jolie's perspective, is an effort to control the narrative and restrict her ability to share the truth about what happened in their marriage. This issue affects not only personal reputation but also public perception of domestic violence allegations. If Jolie is forced to sign the NDA, would it mean that the truth about these painful events will remain forever hidden? And if Pitt is truly innocent, does he have the right to protect his reputation from unproven allegations? Moreover, Jolie faces immense pressures, both financial and emotional. In the October 6th filing, she described the financial strain caused by the prolonged litigation, emphasizing that she does not receive support from Pitt and even had to borrow money from him to buy a new home for their children. "I need to remove all stress. Honestly, I feel like I am falling ill from worry," she wrote. These statements reveal not only her personal pain but also the pressures that victims of domestic violence face when trying to rebuild their lives. Jolie's refusal to sign the NDA, even though it might have spared her legal complications, demonstrates her prioritization of her own mental health and that of her children. This conflict also highlights the role of the media in shaping the narrative. Allegations that Jolie had smeared Pitt through leaks to the press, though denied by her team, illustrate how media coverage can distort the truth and harm those involved. In a 2021 email, Jolie's attorney, Laurent Schummer, emphasized that she was not involved in any media disclosures and warned that canceling the Miraval agreement would cause greater harm to Pitt's reputation. This raises crucial questions. How can the public distinguish fact from media-exaggerated stories? And can celebrities truly control their own narrative in a world dominated by sensational headlines? For fans, the story of Jolie and Pitt is more than just a divorce between two celebrities. It is a lesson in the complexities of relationships and the responsibilities that come with fame. Supporters of Jolie praise her courage in confronting sensitive allegations and defending the rights of her children. They see her as a symbol of resilience, not only as an actress, but also as a human rights advocate who has devoted her life to fighting for victims of violence and injustice around the world. Angelina is not just fighting for herself. She is fighting for those who have no voice. One fan wrote on social media, "She is a role model for standing up against control and injustice." Meanwhile, supporters of Pitt argue that he too has the right to protect his reputation and career, especially as Jolie's allegations have not yet been publicly proven. "Brad Pitt has built an incredible career and is a devoted father," another fan commented. "We should not rush to judgment when we are only hearing one side of the story." These perspectives reflect the deep divide among the public, where both sides have passionate advocates, while also highlighting the complexity of evaluating a story, whose truth remains in the shadows. The situation also raises broader questions about society's responsibility in handling domestic violence allegations. In a world where victims often face doubt and criticism, Jolie's decision to go public with her claims against Pitt can be seen as an act of courage, but one fraught with risk. If the allegations are proven true, it underscores the importance of listening to victims and providing them with necessary support. Conversely, if the allegations remain unproven, it could harm Pitt's reputation and spark debates over how unverified claims should be addressed in the public sphere.